Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel. I've got an equation of a straight line graph, which is y equals minus 2x plus 4. In this equation, using the rule y equals mx plus c, just as an example, we know that this it cuts the y-intercept at the value of positive 4, and we know that the gradient has a magnitude of 2. It's a negative gradient, so it's going to be a graph that looks just something like that, okay? But what I've got here is I've got points A, B, C, and D, and I'm just wanting to check which coordinates out of these four actually lie on this particular graph. So when we were to plot this point, this would actually lie on the graph of this straight line. Now, the best way to do that is to substitute the values of x into this equation. So for example, we know that the first value is the x, second is the y. So if I'm going to place a 2 everywhere I see the x and see what the value of y becomes. If the value of y, once we've placed x equal 2 into that, if the value becomes an 8, then we know that this is the point, the coordinate on this straight line. So let's try. So when x equals 2, so y is equal to minus 2 times, so there's x, and there's the value 2. So we're going to substitute with the value of 2, plus 4. So that equals minus 4, 2 2s are 4, minus 4 plus 4, but that equals 0, so that can't be correct. Because when x equals 2 on this coordinate, y equals 8. So it can't be this one because y turns out to be 0. So it can't be that one. So let's have a look at the next one. When x is equal to 1, y equals 4. So let's try. So y equals minus 2 times 1, minus 2 times 1, plus 4. Well, minus 2 times 1 is minus 2 plus 4, which is actually equal to 2. Well, it can't be this one either, because when we replace x with the value of 1, we should get a 4, so it can't be this one. That doesn't lie on this straight line graph. Let's try the next one. y equals, just do that properly there. That's next there, okay. So y equals minus 2 times 5 plus 4. So that equals, well, minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 4 is equal to minus 6. And look at that. So when x equals 5, y in this coordinate equals minus 6. So that is correct. So that is the answer there. So C is the correct answer there, guys. One of the things I like about these little exercises too is that when you actually go to plot a graph like this, I like to get students to practice, plotting coordinates, for example, just various coordinates to get a value of this particular graph. So it's a great little exercise, even if you were to plotting different values into this equation to help with plotting a graph to get it as accurately as possible. It's another way of plotting a graph, but we'll look at that at another time too. But okay, so we looked at that, and 5 and minus 6 are the coordinates that lie on this straight line graph. Okay, guys, thanks, guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.